briefly, there were 1 or 2 comments there. Can you ask them particularly about self-build numbers, quotes of self-build, and the question of drainage, mainstreams, that is, considered
So, Chairman, in terms of the self-build numbers, the council has to provide a rolling supply of self-build and custom houses. Up until October next year, we only need to provide an additional 1 self-build. But beyond that, there is a further requirement. We have to provide a further 15 additional properties within the next year, so up to October 2020. So, obviously, that's a continuous rolling supply. Obviously, one of these houses would fulfil our requirement up to October 2019. Obviously, then the rest of them will contribute towards the further supply beyond that period. In terms of the wastewater, throughout much of the negotiations on the original, when the application was originally submitted, the only means of addressing wastewater was the provision of individual cesspits for each of the properties. Since that time, the legislation has changed, which now requires Southern Water to connect all new development sites to the main drains. So that then falls on Southern Water to provide that. So then cesspits will no longer required for the proposal.
Okay, I'm going to go first and try and interpret then where we are with respect to development in the countryside, which I understand that this site is. And I draw our attention to the fact that we have in front of us a report showing that there was an appropriate assessment of mitigation for this site. And I further draw our attention to the report we approved earlier, page 25, paragraph 22, which says, accordingly, paragraph 177, that's of the MPFF, disengages the tilted balance only while the appropriate assessment is awaited or being carried out, or if it has come down against the proposal. And because the document in front of me says that the appropriate assessment has been carried out and has not come down against the proposal, then my understanding is that the tilted balance does now apply with this, and that therefore permitted, the development should be permitted in the countryside because we have such a lack of 5-year housing and supply. Please correct me if I've misunderstood this.
Councillor, would you just mind referring to the section? I think you might have been reading the arguments why the balance should apply, which is being put forward in challenges in other bills.
I may well be doing, that's why I was checking. So, paragraph 22 of page 25. So you can clarify that that argument doesn't apply here.
That's correct. I mean, as we set out at the beginning, officers are firmly of the view that tilted balance does not apply because under paragraph 177 of the MPPF, an appropriate assessment is required.
And has been carried.
Any other member? Councillor Fox.
Thank you, Chairman. I still want to pursue this issue about Southern Water. Now, I think Lee, as you said, is that Southern Water have to connect or take the connections of properties onto their system. Now, that seems to me to be a very difficult situation if they can't cope with the volumes of fluids in doing the connection. So, are we, if we're granting this, and if there is an issue about when it's connected, that there are excessive volumes of fluid going into the system, which SWA can't cope with, are we not creating a problem for the future in that area? We all know of issues about drainage in all sorts of areas across the borough, which we often have, and we've seen different things on television where drainage sewage starts coming out in all sorts of places. So it's illogical, in my opinion, for legislation, and I accept we have to accept legislation, to say that the SW has to accept the connection. But if they can't cope with what's coming through that connection, surely that is another issue. And surely I would like to see from SWA that they can actually cope with the drainage from these properties.
Peter, would I be right in assuming that going back to the days of embargo, and Southern Water would put embargoes on land where it wasn't possible to connect? Have they put an embargo on this site?
Not that I'm aware, no. I mean, at the end of the day, the legislation was there because Southern Water were effectively preventing development from taking place because they were saying there was insufficient capacity. In this case, the issue, I believe, was to do with the fact that they have to improve the sewage treatment facilities in By Road because obviously it required pumping up the hill. That cost falls, originally was going to fall completely onto the developer. So that's why they looked at the cesspool idea, but as far as I'm aware, the change in legislation means that that cost is then spread between the developer and Southern Water, which makes it then a feasible option for connection.
Sharon, if I could come back, it just seems to me, I mean, it's a major issue, and I would have thought we would have had in the report some comment from SWA saying, yes, this is feasible, this is possible, it's not a problem, or there is a problem. Except looking at the photographs which we saw there, is that, yes, parts of the land is flat, but it certainly does drop away the other end, and I can understand that most flows, you need a flow through a sort of incline at the piping. But, you know, so therefore can understand why it would have to be pumped from the bottom up to a main. So I'm just very concerned about it. It's been raised by the Deputy, and I think we need to actually address this issue fully before we actually make a decision.
Mr. Nappett, do you have any knowledge on this particular problem?
As Peter Neal has advised, it was proposed.
Can you come back?
As Mr. Neal has advised, it's perfectly correct that Southern Water have got a legal obligation to connect the site to the foul sewerage system. There's a payment required for set fee, which the landowner will pay. And shortly after the development, the Southern Water will then upgrade the sewer, so it's sufficient to take the flow from the site. Whether that's widening the pipework along By Road, there's a manhole at the end of By Road. And they will be aware that planning permission has been granted, so the onus is on them to do the work, for which they will receive the payment of the fee.
Okay, thank you. Councillor
I get slightly irritated when people don't read the papers. On page 50, the Vice Chairman raised the issue of countryside. I think it's explained quite clearly on page 50. Councillor Price raised the issue of development of our village, and you will see condition number 10 on page 59 explains that. So I think we've actually done. It should not commence until details of foul sewerage and surface water drainage works have been submitted to and approved in writing by the local planning authority. It is actually there, members, if you care to read it.
Mr. Chairman, I agree that it's in the condition, but we still don't know whether that condition can be actually met.
Again around.
Ultimately, under the change in legislation that took place back in the 1st of April this year, the cost falls effectively on Southern Water to upgrade the system. So if permission granted for 7 additional drains, they then have to make an assessment on the capacity of the sewage treatment for By Road and upgrade the system to meet that requirement. So there wouldn't be an issue with obviously backflow coming out of the sewer at any point, because it's incumbent on Southern Water to make sure that the sewage treatment of By Road is meets the requirement for the number of properties being proposed.
Right, I think we bear this one. I'll propose that unless there's something contrary, something else to put forward,
proposal per the officer's recommendation version.
Proposed by Councillor Ford, seconded by Councillor Burkett. Those in favour of outline permission, please show. And those against? Outline permission is granted.